So talk to the chief, optional. Yo, he's still in his office, so where is that? We're having a slight issue. I want to go up the stairs, damn it. There we go. Okay, I can't go up those stairs. So he's probably on this floor? I cannot remember where the chief hangs out. Second floor. This is it. Okay, let's talk to the chief. Hello, Conrad. How can I help you? I wanted to say goodbye. It was good working for you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I have to admit, I'm surprised by your decision. It's not like you could have done much more to protect Manny. Come on, Conrad. We both know that doesn't matter. Heads needed to roll for this. Chief. Why did we arrest Cox? I mean, it looks like it was the right call. We didn't know at the time, and why didn't you give us the arrest order yourself? The AG didn't tell me why she wanted to do it, so I refused to give the order. So you don't know either? No. It seems like it's classified. Same as the information on that stick. I see. Chief, the AG fired you for something else. The AG fired you over something else, didn't she? I overheard your conversation yesterday. Why are you telling me this? It didn't sound like you were arguing about Manny's death. You are aware that you can be suspended for eavesdropping on your superiors. In fact, it seems like you are suspecting the AG of something. Is that the real reason why she wanted to get rid of you? This one is out of your league. Just respect the chain of command. I see. I'll have to pack up my things now. I wish you all the best for your career at the CDI. Thank you. Your cell contacts haven't changed lately, have they? Haven't changed in years. Good. Oh, juicy, juicy. Cox got away, maybe. I mean, he might have. Wait a minute, what's this? Hey, Frag, I think you may have been delisted. Delisted last night, and just now you don't show up on my list of live channels? Really? Why would that be? Don't know why I'd be delisted for anything. That'd be weird. I mean, I have no way of checking, mind you. I don't think I do, unless I sign to, like, a different account or check on my... Well, I guess I'd have to log out on my phone and check. Maybe sign on to my test stream account. I'm not too sure. Okay, we're showing up for Laura. Yeah, I don't know why I wouldn't be showing up for you. Sometimes Twitch is just weird, right? Sometimes Twitch is just weird. But yeah, if I'm not showing up for anybody else, feel free to let me know. But yes, like, I have some friends that stream that sometimes don't show up on my list either, actually. Not too sure why that is. I'd say Twitch is just a weird site. Sometimes it has bugs. But thank you for letting me know, Claus. Let's see. Phone posting was a mistake. Dude, I get that feeling. Don't worry. I understand your thing. We see the daughter at all since chapter 1. Okay, so I'll give you a bit of an update as to what's been happening. So we found out, so we went to talk to Cox. We then got a message from the AG saying we need to arrest Cox instead of talking to him. Even though his story held up. We went to Cox, he shot at us. We tried to talk him down, which I think was a mistake. I don't think I should have done that. And then he got away, he escaped. Then we went back home, we found out our daughter was missing. And then we found out she was kidnapped by the Liberators, or at least the mercenaries that are working for them. Because we spoke with Zora herself. She wanted us to use Gary's cell info to incriminate him, but we said we would use ours instead. And now things have just taken everything's taken a very big turn. So we go to work and the chief is like, hey, I'm resigning because of the fuck up on Banny. But we kind of figure that, well, the AG probably fired him for some other reason instead. So there's a lot going on. It's very, very deep. And now we need to have a conversation with Gary. Let's see, what is it? Yeah, just talk to Gary. I'm gonna see if I can go and talk to Boyd, though. Okay, maybe I can actually do that now. I don't know where Boyd would be, but if Boyd's down here... You know, Boyd ain't nowhere. Actually, I should go back into the office really quick. So they did say there was something on a pinboard, right? I'm not seeing anything, though. Unless it was up here. Let's see, what did Saito say? Put everything on the pinboard over there. Well, I mean, I want that. I want the info on everything. They told me that in here. Where's the pinboard? Where's the pinboard? I didn't even see it. I don't know, maybe I can't get it yet. I don't want to miss it, though. Maybe here? No. Huh. Yeah, I'm not really too sure on that one. So I would like that info. That info would probably come in handy. Maybe we can get it after we talk to Gary. Maybe. That was unexpected. Fuck. I can't believe I'm standing in for the chief. I never thought they would pick me. I have to call my wife. Guess I'll be doing some overtime in the next few days. Don't you think it's strange that the AG fired him? Got to admit, she never really liked him. Maybe she was waiting for an opportunity. But someone had to get fired for Banny's death just for the optics, don't you think? Maybe. But the chief always did an excellent job. It didn't have to be him. I'm not thrilled about it either. We should focus on the Liberator's threat. I don't want to start my new job with a string of terror attacks. Let's recap what we've got so far. Listen up, squad. Time for a little wrap-up. I suppose you're all as surprised as I am about our chief's sudden retirement. However, we need to focus on the Liberators and their plans now. Let's go over everything we've got so far once more. Drovia's foreign minister Banny was shot last night by a sniper who goes by the name of Boyd. Boyd then went to see a woman called Zora, which seems to have been a deviation from their original plan. He convinced her to hand him a stick with confidential stolen data. The next morning, Boyd met another man to hand him that data. Abraham Gonzalez, CEO of the Drovian company Power Up. We were able to extract a deleted message from Gonzalez's cell which proves that someone paid him to fetch the stick and send that data to an unknown address once he was outside the Gyaran network. This leads us to believe that the data cannot be sent unnoticed via the web, which applies only to the best-kept secrets of the Gyarian government. We don't know who paid either of them, but the message to Gonzalez was sent via an encrypted channel on the Mercurius network. That means that it must be one of the higher-ups of a large publicly traded company. We don't know what was on the data stick because we haven't been cleared for access yet. Yesterday morning, an anti-Savient terror group calling themselves the Liberators publicly broadcast a video in which they claimed responsibility for Banny's murder. They also announced a second attack within 48 hours. Their broadcast was sent from the Ad Spot building. They operate all the billboards across the city. At the time the video started, the building was being guarded by a Cox security employee. We have reason to believe that the perpetrator was another employee of that same company, James Moore. His wife says that he went on a holiday at Manami Tree Resort, but he never turned up there. We are currently running a planet-wide search for him, but without success so far. The CEO of Cox Security, Albert Cox, opened fire on Agent Conrad and myself when we went to arrest him. Why were you arresting Cox? It was an order from the Attorney General. Unfortunately, Cox managed to run away and burn down large parts of his office building. He apparently had something to hide. We are searching for him as well. Do you think that Cox is a key figure behind the Liberators? He certainly is involved with them in some way, but he doesn't have access to the Mercurius network. We have to assume that there's some bigger fish behind Cox. What's also strange is that he is a Savient himself. He grew up on Drovia. Our current priority is to prevent any further attacks. Colroy, I want you to support the ongoing manhunt for James Moore. Young, we brought some stuff back from Cox's office. Work your magic on it. Let us know if you find something. Saito, you keep gathering as much information as you can on our prime suspects. Conrad, you should check whether you can establish a motive why Moore would support the Liberators. Take a look at all the evidence we've got, including the information Saito put on our pin board. Roger that. We also brought our sniper in for a second round of questioning. You could give it another try and see if you can get something out of him. Gonzalez surrounded himself with lawyers. Could be a while until we can interrogate him again. That's all for now. Come back to me when you got something. Yeah, so the other thing that happened is when we spoke to Zora, because I don't think Zora has any real ill intention. She's doing it to kind of have a better life, I think. Which is bad, yes. But, you know, you can kind of reason with her. So we did offer to tell Boyd something for her, to deliver a message. And the message was, the moon rises in the south. Now, that could be bad to deliver him, mind you, but she seemed pretty torn up, so I don't think he's getting out. There's a lot, man. There's a lot. Gary's seeming pretty sus. See, I'm a little worried about Gary as well, but I'm gonna reserve judgment just because he did take a bullet for us once, and I feel like if he were working with them, he would have alerted those two about the sting operation at the data handoff. But I'm not incredibly sure. From my bitch of a 2X, wow. Alright, let's see, James Moore. So, FEMA Sector 4, married to Evelyn Moore. Junior security professional, senior security professional for Cox. Fine for bodily harm, fine for attempted theft, 6 months prison for transporting illegal substances. Brain enhancement, resistance against mind-altering drugs, extended field of view. Shortened reaction time, increasing hand-eye coordination. Okay, so if we gotta figure out why he did it, now that might be a little bit hard. But if his wife is the one that's sick, I don't know if it's him actually, it could be his wife. That would probably be the main driving force, because he probably would have gotten paid, right? And I think, as we found, those drugs are pretty expensive. I don't know. We'll go talk to Boyd first, and then we'll figure out what Moore's motive could be. Yeah, let's go talk to Boyd, aka Lore. Long time no see. Still not the talkative type, huh? Okay, listen up. Things have changed since we last spoke. I assume that was me turning off the camera. I turned off the camera so we can talk freely. Your people have kidnapped my daughter to extort me. Last night, your friend Zora came to my home to talk to me. But don't get your hopes up. It's about money, not your freedom. She gave me a message for you. I'll tell you if you help me with Laura. If you're bullshitting me, I'm not. What exactly do you want me to do? Looks like I'm pretty much locked up in here. Who are those guys you and Zora are working for? We both know I can't give you any details. We're mercenaries. That's all I can say. Hey River, welcome back to the stream. How you doing today? Where do they keep Laura? I have no clue. We have a bunch of hideouts in the city and the whole solar system. I don't even know all of them. And the whole... That's a pretty huge organization you're part of. We're not just some thugs. We're professionals. You want me to help you? I'll give you one piece of advice. Do what they tell you. If I do, will I get her back? We usually keep our end of the bargain. Why are they blackmailing you? The people who asked you to shoot Banny won't pay them because we prevented the handover. Now they want me to help them get the data back. I see. You said you had a message for me. The moon rises in the south. The fat guy I met at Joris Plaza. He was pretty sure he got his assignment from someone in the Tylanium business. You mean Gonzalez? The man you brought the storage module? If that's his name, maybe that'll help you somehow. Thanks for letting me know. Could you tell Zora that the sun sleeps in the north? I will. Okay, I'll tell her. Good luck with your daughter. Okay, so we got some good information on who it could be. So, just having a little peek at that again. From someone in the Tylanium business. Which helps us with this right here. No, it doesn't. Helps us with this right here. So we can say they specialize in Tylanium. Which probably narrows it down quite a lot. Because then that could be Dyson Enterprises. Milix Mining, Handle Metals. I assume it's going to be either Milix Mining or Dyson Enterprises. But that's literally... Well, if we find out where they're from, I think that is the key difference. Yeah, Drovia versus Giara. Okay, so we need to look at the pin board, which we've done. Oh, we have more info on both of them. Okay. All right, James Moore. Mining professional for Milix Mining. So she is the one with the health problems. Fine for petty larceny. And some basic information. I mean, their account balance... Oh, Okay, so I'm just looking at this. Because we know the ones that worked in the mine do have, like, health issues. So, subscription number, so that's for her medication, I presume. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so this is making sense here. Good, thanks, is tired. How are you all doing? I'm doing good, thank you. Just kind of been having a pretty normal day, for the most part. Had plenty of caffeine, socializing tired me out. Socializing will do that to me, too. Having dinner now, it's all coming back to Tylanium. It is, isn't it? Yeah, so, based on what we can see here, right? So this is what we can see. So, subscriptions, 200. Now, we see his salary for the month is 600. The motive has to be for the medication, right? This is right here, subscription, or, yeah, rejected. insufficient funds in account. So they couldn't pay for that. So they were charged back. And they got a pregnancy test. Then he got a lot of money, just kind of out of nowhere. And then he got his subscription. Yeah, so we can make the assumption. And like just have a look at the news articles. Like let's see, 10-year court case. Lung damage. The company would not be held accountable, did not have to compensate. So the only thing that we're not really getting here is like why he suddenly got all that money from his boss, right? But probably because his boss is actually working with the Liberators as well to some extent. Because even if we have a look at the chat logs here, well, we also have clues too, right? Highly addictive substance used in lung disease treatment. 2 news articles, and a single plate in a sink. Now, I don't think the plate matters, but I do believe the like obviously the lung stuff makes a lot of sense. Moore's wife. Let's have a little C here. Yeah, so the only thing I can really think of is his sick wife. Because it's not his nationalism. We can strike that off. I assume it won't be his drug addiction. Because he doesn't have one. But we can assume that it's his sick wife, just based purely on the fact that she has some of the stuff for lung disease. She worked for the company that was responsible for the possible lung disease thing. But you know what? I want to make sure that the article makes sense. 10-year court case. So the court case would have started in 1828. So 16 years ago from 1838. 1838. I just want to make sure that she was there. 1838, 16 years ago. Yeah, she would have been there at the time. Yeah, she would have been. I mean, she would have been working for the company for sure. Yeah, so I think we can assume that. Now, do we have no one thing for his like drug addiction? Because we know he was transporting illegal substances because his boss made him, right? Yeah, I think that's it. I think it is for his sick wife. Because it's not his drug addiction, I don't think. It's not his nationalism. Because he's not a Saviant even, is he? Well, no, so it wouldn't make sense. So yeah, it has to be. It has to be for his sick wife. Conrad, I'd sure you shoot on more. Looks like a motive can be established. You should pay his wife another visit. She didn't seem to know anything yesterday. Maybe she'll tell you more if you confront her with her husband's motive. Roger that. See you there. Alright. Looks like we did everything we really can do here. So we'll enter the train. We'll be on our way. And we'll be one step closer to solving this issue. And I guess from now on, we probably will do what they say. Because, I mean, unless it directly harms other people, like, really badly, I think, just even based on what Boyd says, just, you know, if I were you, I'd do what they say. But we'll see. And just to make sure I need, in case I need it for later, like, what is it that Boyd said? The moon rises in the north or something? Oh, the sun sleeps in the north. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. Man, this is all really intense. I'm gonna need to like keep doing the water. Lord, I swear, today I will make your Fraglandian coins go into the negative by having sips. This rabbit hole is really deep.
Once again enveloped by the smell of the market, I thought back to the man I had been when Kat had brought me here. How did it all go so wrong? Deep down, I knew the answer. I was just too scared to commit to my family. It was so much easier to care about something that didn't have to like you back. That wouldn't go away if you didn't want it to. For me, that was my job. But ironically, protecting myself like that only made it hurt so much worse. Now that Laura was out of my reach, the pain of being separated was only amplified by the knowledge that I had missed so many opportunities to be with her.
Did I get anything else? No, just talk to Mrs. Moore. Is there anything this way? I'm assuming no. Nope, it's a smoke opportunity, but we ain't doing that. Thank you very much, Claus, for my double sip. Oh wait, you both. Okay, here, tell you what, I'll do an extra sip. Glory paid it, Claus paid it. We'll do an extra. There we go. The S&P 500 reduced to a tiny street stall. Oh wait, we can go up here. Oh, that's right, that's where she lives. Hello, Mrs. Moore. Oh, it's you again. Hello. Sorry to disturb you a second time, but I need to ask you a few more questions. So you're still after my husband. I told you, he's on vacation on Femus. He isn't. We checked the ID scanners at all spaceports on Gyara and Femus. He never left the planet. You must have overlooked something. Listen, I love James, but he's just a poor devil. Shouldn't the CDI be taking care of the big fish? James isn't one of them. I think you are underestimating your husband. He might be about to make a grave mistake. Did you see the Liberator's video yesterday? It was hard to miss, yeah. We have reason to believe that your husband is affiliated with them. Seriously? That's what you came up with? He might have sold drugs or started a fight once or twice, but this is completely out of his league. We did some research, and it seems like your husband has a strong motive. Your husband is being paid for the attack, and he needs some money for your medication. It's true that I suffer from a lung condition, but we've always managed. If he carries out this attack and we catch him, he goes to prison for life. If we can get him before, the sentence will be significantly less severe. Did you also find out how I got my condition? I was a miner at Millet's Mining on Femus. Turned out that I was inhaling harmful gases for months every day. The bosses knew about it, but the money was too good. Hundreds of people's lungs were irreversibly damaged. And you know what? Millet's got away with it. They were cleared of all charges. No compensation at all. We have to pay for our medicine ourselves. Why are you going after my husband and not after people like them? I'm really sorry that happened to you, but there's nothing I can do about it right now. What we can do is stop your husband from doing something really stupid. We have reason to believe that he's involved in an imminent terror attack. If there's anything you didn't tell me, I need to know right now. What happens if you're right and you catch him? He would probably go to prison for a few years, but it would be much worse if we caught him after the fact. I saw a message on his cell before he left. It was a booking confirmation from a hotel, but it wasn't on Femus. It was the Korean Hotel here in Gyara. I thought he might be cheating on me. He booked it until tomorrow. Thank you, Mrs. Moore. You've been very helpful. Promise me he won't get hurt. He's an idiot, but he's a good guy. Please. I need him. I promise to do my best. But she probably does need him. I promise I'll do my best to protect him. Listen, I'm pregnant. If he's about to do something stupid, remind him of our unborn son. That'll make him consider his decisions. I will. Thank you for your help.
The Korean Hotel. I didn't even need to look that up. It was directly next to the Grand Church at Korean Square, one of the most important houses of prayer for Saviants here on Gyara. It probably would be crowded with believers and tourists tomorrow morning. No doubt it was the Liberator's next target. The rush of making progress in the case only lasted a few moments, until I realized that now I had to make a tough decision. If I told Zora about the target, I couldn't tell the CDI, and vice versa.
Ooh. You know, that is a toughie. Yeah, that is a toughie. Ah, it's hard, man. Hey. Fuck. You startled me. What do you want? Check in with how your investigation is going, but not here. Too crowded. Follow me. Come on. I know a spot. Down here. This is better. What the hell are you doing here? Are you following me? Wait, what the fuck? No matching entries. Wait, wait, what? What about these quotes? In this cookie eats cookie world. Oh yeah, I forgot we're at quote 500. I told you I'd get back to you. Anything new on our client or what they're planning to do? Yeah. I'll cooperate. I might know where the next attack is taking place. Good. Where is it? I can't just tell you that. Well, and I can't protect your daughter if you won't work with us. You need to tell us where and when the attack is taking place. We'd like to have a chat with the people carrying it out, but there can't be any CDI at the scene. You're saying your people will prevent the attack. We'll take with us the people who are trying to carry it out. People's lives are at stake here. The CDI needs to intercept that attack. Laura's life is certainly at stake. What are you planning on doing with the attackers? What will happen to them? We will ask them who they're working for. You just ask them and let them go? Don't worry about that. We won't let them go through with their plans. This is a toughie. I suspect there will be an attack at the Grand Church at Korean Square tomorrow morning. Is that the truth? It's what I think is the truth. Good. Thank you. Remember not to tell anyone at the CDI. I did what you asked. Are you letting Laura go now? Not yet. Let's wait and see how things play out tomorrow. You want a beer? No, thank you. Beer? Are you out of your mind? What? You think I poisoned it or something? I thought you said humans were good. Have a little faith. I'm not drinking it. Hey, listen. Did you deliver my message? I did. What did he say? He said the sun sleeps in the north. Okay, thank you. What does it mean? Is it code for something? No. It's from when we were kids. I've known him for a long time. You know, I thought about what you said. I don't think I'm good or ever have been. But I will say this. I talked to your daughter today. She's a good kid. I do not like the prospect of her getting hurt. So please, don't mess up. How can you... and get her out of there, please. Will ya... My boss won't let that happen. It's all in your hands. If all goes well tomorrow and the guy talks, we might get everything we need. If we can't get to the client that way, we'll have to get data after all. In that case, you'll have to help us with the hack. The back door is set up successfully from your cell. Let's hope we won't have to use it. I have to admit, that was pretty ballsy of you to protect your partner like that. You could even call it selfless. I don't think there's such a thing. No matter what you tell yourself, at the end of the day, you do what you do for your own gain. Sometimes it's a few layers removed, but in the end it's all selfishness with extra steps. I disagree. This is just a convenient way to justify the fucked up things you do. Nihilism can be used as a shield, just like faith. It's convenient to say nothing matters because it makes being in this world hurt a little less. But even you don't like the thought of harming Laura, do you? I think you're doing your best to ignore your conscience. You'll have to face it at some point. Not if I die first. Well, this has been fun. Break is over. I have some business to take care of. I'll let you know tomorrow how it went. Hello, this is Ed. The guy from the harbor wanted to thank you again for buying me my spot back. Had a beer in the herring today with my friends Fred and Quinn. I'll buy you one too if you're ever at the harbor. Ed. Maybe I should have taken the beer. But I didn't take it because I thought it was poisoned. I wasn't taking it because I want Neil to, like, get drunk, right? I don't want him to get drunk and sloppy. Conrad, how did it go? Any news from Moore's wife? No, not really. If Moore's behind all this, then she doesn't know about it. Fuck. The attack's going down tomorrow morning, and we still have no clue what it's going to be. How's it possible that we don't get a grip on those fuckers? Looks like the only thing we can do is ramp up security all over Gyara, and hope that they won't go through with their attack. Go home and get some sleep. Talk to you later. Can I go up here? No. I hope I'm making the right decisions. Admittedly, I don't know what's right and what's wrong anymore. Because, like, on one hand, I should have gone to the thing so I could try to prevent James. Man, I really don't know, like... So that's the thing, I don't know what the... See, this is what I like, too. I don't know what the quote-unquote good option would be, either.
Shit for letting Zora and her accomplices intercept the attack. There were so many ways this could go wrong. I didn't want them to take more, or worse yet, somehow miss him and let the attack happen. Don't get me wrong, I didn't regret telling Zora what I knew to protect Laura, but endangering the lives of innocent people wasn't an acceptable trade-off. I couldn't tell the CDI, or even call in an anonymous tip with the police, because the chance was too high that Zora would suspect me. There was no other way. If I wanted to make sure things didn't go south, I had to go to the church myself. I left in the middle of the night, hoping it wasn't already too late.
Because I'm going to the church. Oh boy. Boy, oh boy. Honestly, if I didn't get the call from Laura where she was like, what, you know, how could you not do what they're asking? Just do what they ask. Then it's like, oh no, that's true. Like, man. Okay, I'll turn this on. Do I have any optional objectives? No. I can't submit these sheets, right? I just want to double check. Nah, no, I can't submit them. Okay. No news. Well, sometimes you know what they say, no news is good news. Liquors. Is that a cat? Dude, a little cat just like chilling there. Ooh. Good evening, sir. Is this place open? Evening. I'm sorry, but the temple is closed until 6 in the morning. Can you let me in for just a second? It would be very important to me. I won't touch anything. Sorry, but what is this about? We had to increase security ever since that video came out. These are scary times for us Savians. Someone's ready to fuck Savians on one of the temple walls. This is urgent. I could lie, but lying probably would be what I should do. But I don't know if I'll get the option to back up my lie. It's really urgent. I can't tell you any specifics, but I have to get in there. I'm sorry, but I need to ask you to leave or I'll have to call the cops. Enter the church. So I need to enter some other way. It's fuck Savians right there. Savians not welcome. I guess that's the anti part of their symbol. Okay, we'll have to sneak into the back because apparently the back is just open. We need to find more. I mean, he's probably upstairs. I'm just gonna have a little peek around here. Okay, because that's just the way out then. Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna run just in case, because it sounds like the noise echoes. Don't report this to the police. Me going back behind this church here. Yeah, with an open door. I assume that's probably where Moore got in. That's probably what they're implying, is Moore got in that way. Which is why we got in so easily. Now I can probably run a little bit since it's not echoing as much. Ah, bomb. Mr. Moore, this is the CDI. Hands in the air right now. Step away from the device. Fuck. Oh, no, 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 no. They're here. Listen carefully. They'll shoot you if you don't cooperate, okay? What the fuck are you on about? What's going on here? Mr. Moore, I'm CDI. You have to trust me. Tell them whatever they... I didn't do anything, okay? I'm just following orders from my boss. Tell them that. Tell who? The people walking up the stairs right now. Tell them the truth if you want to live. And if we're lucky, they won't take you away. Neil? What the hell are you doing here? Don't shoot. Stand down. All of you. Shit. Did you just shoot that guard? Who the fuck is that, Zora? That's our mole. Ignore him. Go get the other guy and make sure we don't blow up. Mr. Moore, you're coming with us. Neil, what is this about? I hope this isn't some kind of trap, because if it is, Laura is dead. What the? Who are you? Leave me alone. It's not a trap. I'm here alone. Where are you guys taking him? It's none of your business. We had a deal. Moore's just a pawn in this. Listen, I think that Moore's just a pawn in this. There are bigger fish in the background. They're the ones we should have a closer look at. Okay, have a closer look at them then. So you're leaving Moore alone? No. No, please. I didn't do anything. Let me take him in. He deserves a fair trial. What are you talking about? Zora, we need to run. Sorry, Neil. We have to make sure you won't follow us. Ooh. Ooh.
When I came to, my head and my shoulder hurt, and I was cold. I remember feeling relief when I realized I was still in the church and not tied up in the back of a van. Everybody else was gone without a trace, except for the bomb. I approached it carefully, but quickly realized it was disabled, or had never been fully assembled in the first place. I knelt down to examine the explosives, looking for clues pointing me to their origin. If Young had been there, she could have run a full analysis. Lucky for me, the explosives were clearly identifiable from their shape and labeling alone. These were Cineon sticks, used in chamber blasting. Nobody had access to those outside of the mining industry. I stepped back, satisfied for a moment. Then the rest of reality came crashing down on me. What would Zora's boss do when he heard that I was here? What were they planning on doing with more? And fuck, what about the guard?
See, I'm almost wondering if I went through the dialogue faster, could I have, like, hidden?
I hadn't seen much through the window in the attic, but it had looked like one of Zora's guys had fired at him. My heart started racing while I quietly went back down the stairs.
Well, I'll go quietly, kind of. I'm gonna run a little bit, but, you know, it's quiet enough. The optional objectives, no. Oh, man. Realistically, you would check the guard first? I mean... True. Looks like a clue. I like just like with the guard. Fuck, he's dead. Oh, excuse me. Can I go in through the front door now? Like, is there anything else here that I could maybe use? Doesn't really seem like it. Boy. This all of a sudden got very, very hairy. Oh, man, it's just so crazy, you know? Oh, wait. Oh, I didn't even see what Klaus said. Klaus says, okay, I'm gonna go play this myself now. Have fun, guys. Good. I know I didn't get to say it's to Klaus, but I'm glad he's going to play it himself. I'll have to be sure to message Klaus later. Yeah, just like I said during Bookworm's stream the other day, though, I consider that a pretty big compliment if someone's like, "Hey, you make the game seem fun, so I'm gonna go play it. I'm gonna go play it myself now." You know, I think that is very, very nice. Oh yeah, do I have an optional go talk to Cat? Yeah. Neil, anything new? No. Shit. I'm so scared. What if those people are lying to you? What if they never planned on letting her go? I talked to them. They assured me they're only after the data. They'll keep their word, okay? Tell you what, if we don't have her back by tomorrow, I'll come clean and ask the CDI for help. Okay. Yeah, okay. That sounds good. Hey, Neil. I'm glad I'm not alone in this. Same. I kind of miss talking to you these last few years. I'm so sorry I didn't spend more time with you and Laura. I just couldn't. It hurt. I know how selfish that sounds, and it is. It sucks. No, I understand. I can relate. I always asked you to take care of Laura more, but sometimes I felt like doing it by myself was easier than seeing you again and again. Gonna hug her. I'll get home and catch some sleep. See you tomorrow. Okay. See you. Oh. It's free real estate, Jim. Yeah, you would not know this game otherwise. Yeah, that's part of why I think it is... I'm really glad to do this. Really, really glad to do this. Especially through Humble Choice. Like the polls. Escalation on Drovia. Article by Laura Ngayan. In the aftermath of Banny's death and the shocking announcement broadcast by his murderers, the situation on Drovia has come to a head. Large demonstrations and some violent clashes with security, some of which were allegedly instigated by Savient Front members, have rocked the colony over the past 24 hours. Multiple stores, most of them Gyarian-owned, have been demolished and looted. Protesters are holding signs demanding Drovian self-governance. Others warned of repercussions for Gyarian murderers. In a statement this afternoon, Prime Minister Marav, I think that's how I said it before, ordered the protesters to refrain from violence, but also assured them that Gyara would see severe consequences for what transpired. Meanwhile, Gyarian Savient Council urged President Robertson to do everything in his power to prevent any further attacks, and anything else that could escalate the situation. Savients on Gyara are fearing for their lives, their spokesman Ivan Broker said. We have heard many reports of people staying home instead of going to school or work because they are terrified. Gyara's authorities and terrorism experts seem baffled by the Liberators' sudden emergence. They came out of nowhere, says Professor Melissa Wailard, expert on political extremism at Melina University. They did not emerge from an existing known movement, which is very rare and frankly strange. Alright, let's get going. Let's go back home. You know, I am liking how this... You know, one thing I will say with this game is it's really kept me on edge. Like, I'll say more after this.
Myself how I remained functional throughout all of this. How I didn't just collapse under the pressure and the looming prospect of losing my daughter forever. I think the truth is that over the years, I had gotten really, really good at tuning out the voice that always tormented me, that had always told me horrible shit. This was just adding to it. More to repress, more bubbling beneath the surface. Maybe if it had gone on for long enough, I would have imploded sooner or later.
So one thing I kind of like about this game is it's really kept me... It's really been really tense and it's always kept me guessing, right? Like, when I first started, I was like, okay, we need to find who killed Banny. Once we find that, that's probably it. Game's probably over. But no, it goes much deeper. Like, it literally just kept going deeper and deeper. And I didn't expect to be suddenly blackmailed. Like, to have Neil blackmailed, you know? Ah, she's here again. I figured she would be. There you are. Zora, what is it this time? I'm here to tell you that my boss is happy with how things went. Apart from you showing up unannounced. Don't pull something like that again, okay? Why the fuck did you kill the guard? You didn't have to do that. I didn't shoot him. Moon did. Yeah, but there are so many ways. What did you do to Moore? That's none of your business. Tell me. I gave him to you. We just talked to him, but it looks like he doesn't know much. He says his boss ordered him to do it. Yeah, okay, there's definitely a bit of a typo there. He says his boss ordered him to do it, he doesn't know who's behind all of it. We'll have to rely on that back door to the CDI network after all. Taking the data back seems to be the best way to get our money right now. But we need your help to go through with it. Here's how this will go. At 7 o'clock tonight, our hackers will commence the attack. But it'll only work if we have someone who is physically at the CDI computer at the time. A new user named 4x458 will pop up and request admin privileges that you will have to grant. Zora, I have no idea what that means or how it works. I don't even know if my account can do that. I was afraid you'd say that. I guess you'll have to ask a system administrator to help you out. How do you think that'll go? Hey IT, could you help me invite some hackers into our network? Isn't there someone on your team you can ask? Someone who will believe you if you tell them you're doing the right thing? You know. You're talking about Saito. I can't. What if he says no? That's for you to figure out. You're a good talker. Force him if you have to. Once we're in, we won't have much time until we're kicked from the system automatically. We'll have mere seconds to navigate to the right folder. In order to make it in time, we need to have an idea where to find the data. For which, in turn, we'll have to know what that data is about, and that's your job to find out. How's that sheet going that I sent you? I'm making progress, but I'm not sure if I have all the information I need. Then hurry up. I have to submit it by 1900 so we can start the hack. Okay. I'll call you once you've sent me the sheet. Make sure you're on a CDI computer with your friend to let us in. Put the date on a stick and hand it to us at 11 tonight. I'm sending you the coordinates to our meeting spot. It's a bit further out, so make sure to be on your way in time. If we get the data tonight, I promise you'll have Laura back tomorrow. It will be the last thing we ask of you. Your guy shot the guard for no reason. How am I supposed to believe you're letting Laura go? You can't know. You'll have to take my word for it. If I drag Saito into it and he tells anyone, I'll lose my job. I'll probably go to prison. Throw me a bone. I need to know she'll be fine if I do this. Tell me it makes a difference to you. It can't mean nothing to you to take a young life. It isn't up to me. You keep saying that, but isn't it really? You have zero control over what happens? If you can do something, please tell me it isn't all the same to you if she lives or dies. Do what I say and she'll live, okay? But what if things go south? If Saito won't help me, if we don't have the right folder? You keep dodging the question. Tell me a human life has some value to you. It would end at some point anyway. Oh, give me a break. Everything is so easy if nothing means anything. Like you care about human life. What did you think would happen if you left more to us? Was I supposed to put my daughter in harm's way instead? Whatever. Your badge and gun betray you. You're a murderer like me. You're wrong about that. There's only one person whose death I'm directly responsible for. And you know what? It fucks me up. It's been years, and it still fucks me up. Is that so? I was chasing down a perp in a car, lost control and crashed into a building. The woman inside was dead on the spot, so quickly that she couldn't feel any pain or fear. That's what they said to me. And they didn't put you away for it? No. No, they didn't. Look, most people are garbage. There's a good chance the world is better off without her. What about you? How would you classify yourself then? Oh, definitely garbage. Wouldn't you agree that the world would be better off without most people in it? Well, I do believe human life has inherent value. I don't agree. Human life has inherent value, and a bad person can always change. I've said what I came here to say. You know what needs to be done. Zora. She Assassin's Creed's herself again. Hey Horace, how's it going? You know what, Horace? I'm gonna feed you. It's been a little bit. Man. I don't know how to feel about everything that's happening. I feel like I'm... See, I feel like I'm making simultaneously the good and bad decisions.
After I woke up, I stared at the ceiling for a while.
It's like me every
I
morning.
resisted the urge to look for news about a dead guard. Somebody had certainly found him by now. It was my fault for letting Zora's people go to the church. His death was on me. Fuck. I needed to do something about that. But later. Today would be a deciding day. Zora's words rang in my head. 7 o'clock tonight. I had to do what they asked of me, but I wasn't sure where the data they wanted was stored. I was running out of time. I sat up and made a decision. The sheet on the Liberators. I needed to complete it now. I had a feeling that all the puzzle pieces were there. If I found out who was in charge of the Liberators, I might finally understand what the data was all about and where to look for it. Or maybe I could force them to pay Zora's boss so he'd let Laura go.
You know, what sheets do I still have to complete anyway? The data. I need to find out what the data's about.